What happens when you task Italy's most legendary design house with building a mini supercar, only for an international energy crisis to completely derail the plan? You get the Lancia Montecarlo. Born from a tumultuous era of automotive history, the story of this striking mid-engine machine began in the early 70s when Fiat asked Pininfarina to design a premium successor to their aging sports coupes. They threw everything they had into the project, as it marked the first time a famous styling house would completely engineer and build a car entirely in-house. The original blueprint was a driver's dream, featuring a roaring 3-liter V6 engine positioned right behind the seats for optimal balance. But just as the design was finalized, the 1973 oil crisis hit the global economy like a sledgehammer. To survive a world strapped for fuel, Lancia opted of switching their heavy V6 engine to a 2-liter twin-cam. This car was finally debuted at the 1975 Geneva Motor Show as the Lancia Beta Montecarlo. It stunned the public. Visually, it was spectacular. Designed by Paolo Martin, it possessed a sharp, wedge-like silhouette, a distinctive black plastic nose, and elegant rear buttresses framing the engine bay. Buyers could choose between a sharp fixed-roof coupe or a spider version featuring an ingenious, manually rolling canvas targa top. Despite its exotic looks and brilliant handling, the Montecarlo was not a runaway success. Its engine produced a modest 118 horsepower, meaning it looked much faster than it actually was. Even worse, the car suffered from a dangerous engineering flaw, where the front brakes were prone to locking up in wet conditions. The issue was so severe that Lancia completely halted production in 1978 to rethink the engineering. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, the car faced a whole different set of hurdles. Sold in the United States for just 2 years, it could not even use its own name because Chevrolet already owned the trademark for their popular luxury coupe. So it became the Lancia Scorpion. To meet strict American regulations, the Scorpion was heavily modified. It received prominent energy-absorbing bumpers, pop-up round headlights that sat higher on the nose, and a heavily choked 1.8-liter engine to meet smog emissions. It was agonizingly slow, though it did find a strange piece of immortality when a modified Scorpion starred in the 1977 Disney film. Back in Europe, Lancia fixed the brake issues by removing the brake servo entirely and enlarging the wheels. They relaunched the car in 1980, dropping the Beta prefix to simply call it the Lancia Montecarlo. This second series was a much more refined machine, featuring a revised front grille and better cabin comforts, but its true redemption happened on the racetrack. The lightweight mid-engine chassis proved to be the perfect foundation for competition. Modified Montecarlo turbos absolutely dominated the World Championship for makes, clinching titles in 1980 and 1981. Even more legendary, the central cockpit structure of the Montecarlo was used to develop the iconic Lancia 037, the mythical machine that would famously defeat the all-wheel drive Audi Quattro to win the 1983 World Rally Championship. Though production of the road car ended by 1982 with fewer than 8,000 models built, the Montecarlo secured its place in history, proving that even a compromised dream can pave the way to becoming a legend.